All right, let's head straight to the markets now. Let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin hitting new highs at this time. Ethereum not left out. It's green on the screen, just little pockets of pullbacks, but even the pullbacks there have done really well at this point with BNB. $500 crossing that mark for the first time in the longest time. But we're seeing Bitcoin there, $72,000, $164. I remember reporting about $16,000 per Bitcoin just a couple of years, a month ago. But now, new high never been seen before. That's for Bitcoin, $72,000. And we see Ethereum, $4,055. Let's look at the top cryptocurrencies we track now. And we see the market cap nearing that $2 trillion mark. Extreme greed. That's the sentiment in the market now at 82 points. We're going to bring in Gilbert Repata now to bring us up to speed on what's driving sentiment. Great to have you, Gilbert.
Happy New Week, Mr. Ladi.
Happy New Week. And I see Bitcoin making most of these investors smile in this brand new week. But talk to me about this new high. What next from here?
Okay, Bitcoin has created a new all-time high of over 70,200, but little has changed technically. And this is because they haven't been the perfect breakout yet. The body of the candlestick still remain within the 2 years resistance zone. For us to have a perfect breakout, the body of the candlestick needs to stay above the current resistance, and then we could say we now have a perfect breakout. But regardless, there are key things investors have to pay into as we begin this new week. Because as we begin this new week, which started yesterday, we'll start printing a new one-way candle stick. And I think, first of all, is tomorrow's CPI data. We're expecting CPI data tomorrow, which I regard as a cautionary alert call. This is because economics are already expecting a 0.4% hotter than what we saw in January, which was 0.3% in January. And there will still be an absence of rate cuts. And this can bring in some short-term volatility in the market. But the psychological outcome of tomorrow's data is going to determine tomorrow's direction. If psychologically people react negatively, the market may range for a while. If it doesn't, then I think 74 and 77 is on the horizon. So there's a possibility of a short-term pivoting before a continuation. And then the second thing I think investors should pay attention to is that this is going to be a long bull market. The Bitcoin ETF buying pressure keeps increasing. BlackRock now holds more Bitcoin more than MicroStrategy. Bitcoin ETF top silver. I think the information got in today, and making it the most successful ETF in history. And similarly to the Bitcoin ETF, the London Stock Exchange market declared today that they will start accepting application for the ETN, which is the exchange traded note, which is similar to the Bitcoin ETF at the second quarter of 2024. And then I think the third thing is investors are still holding. That is what data from Glassnode showed. Long-term investors have not matched the 2021 inflow. So this is going to be a long bull market for investors as we dive into the more of what I would like to call the typical runway bull market. But there is a short-term possibility of a pivot or an upward continuation following tomorrow's CPI data.
Right, definitely be tracking that data coming out from the U.S. tomorrow. And according to Gilbert, this is going to be a really long bull market, but we know these markets can always surprise. Thank you so much, Gilbert Repata.
Yeah, thanks for having me.